is going on, everybody? It's your friend Will. Just a memory lapse. And I assume these countdowns here, I mean the M19 is upon us. I haven't exactly been keeping track of when that's actually hitting, because I'm not going to have too much time to play with it this week, since I have pretty much Friday and Saturday all this family stuff thanks to getting married. But we are going to try to squeeze in one more event, one more series of videos with this Esper version, or Esper build that made the top 8 of GP Pittsburgh. And if you watched the last series where I played Blue-Black Control, we did get to 5 wins. Did we? Or did we only get to 4 wins? I can't remember. I think we ended 5-1 in that set. No. I think we went 4-2. I think we lost to blue-white decks. And geez, I'll have to go back and check the video, so ignore that. But one of the issues I had was it felt like the blue-black deck didn't have a way to punish an opposing deck, especially an opposing control deck, when you get them to tap out. Like, you didn't have that Teferi. Like, you could play Scarab God, but Scarab God wasn't that great in those matchups because it was so infrequent that there would be a creature in the graveyard. And Torrential Gearhulk was fine. Like, sometimes you'd get to Glimmer and draw cards, but then you just turn on the removal in their hand. So it just felt like I was really missing Teferi, despite how well the deck performed. So all that being said, we're moving on to the Teferi build. This deck doesn't use any of the white removal, doesn't have Seal Away or any of that. Oh, wow. Oh, we might be in trouble if we don't actually draw a third land here, or a black source for the Fatal Push. I kept this 2-lander, assuming that we would hit something, because I believe this list is also 27 lands. Opponent is in no rush to just play spells and attack us here. Okay. You got us for 4. Oh, more? Getting us for 5? Imagine if we had a black land here. Fatal Push. Goodbye. Alright, yeah, so 5 from the creature plus 2 from the shock. Down to 11. These disallows are going to be really bad. Oof. Yeah, so bad that we should discard 1. Well, we're probably just losing this one to the top of our deck. But I'm not too worried about playing against this deck post-board. I think that we know what they're up to, and if we can cast spells, I don't think that this is a tier 1 deck that we're playing against, and I think we'll be okay. But we might just give them a free one here. Wow. I think they must be new to the software because they're playing so slowly. But for whatever reason, they decided to jump into competitive constructed with like, yeah, alright, let's just move on to the next one. I don't want to just sit here and talk while my opponent does nothing and takes forever just to attack. So I don't think we want Forsake. I think we want Essence Extraction, Tower, Cast Down. So we have to find 4 to cut. I think we can feel okay cutting the commit. It's pretty slow. Probably can cut the negates. Don't know if they're that good, and could probably even cut a disallow. I think we just want to be removing their threats so that they can never attack us for big. We do want to keep our top end. Alright, so let's try this. we'll be on the play here. Alright, so all our lands come into play tap, but at least we have removal. And if we draw any untapped lands, we'll get to cycle these, cycle the extras. Oh, and our opponent takes a mulligan. Which I think will hopefully make us a little less punished for how slow our start's going to be. So Scar Mage. Alright, so let's get our second black source in play in case we want to Essence Extraction next turn if we can draw an untapped land. Looks like we're just going to get bopped for one. Maybe they'll shock us here. No, just one. Totally fine with that. Alright, so let's play the farmland. And let's get Search down. Alright. Oh, Riddle Form. That's a pretty annoying one. Luckily, the Essence Extraction should be able to deal with that. And let's keep the second one, I think, even. Alright. If they play some spell here... Oh, they missed a land drop last turn. So hopefully their turn won't be too crazy, and this Essence Extraction will be nuts. They need to play their spells like main phase to activate this, so I'm not too worried about a Negate. I guess we could be worried about Spell Pierce here. They did sideboard, and I'm sure they, if they have a card like that, they would want to bring it in here. Wonder if they have one more spell here. No? Well, I'm going to go for the extraction on the Riddle Form. There's a decent shot we're going to get blown out here by a spell, but... Oh, no. Nice. Lava Runner. Library. We want lands for sure. I wonder if it's worth it just to Teferi plus. I think it is. I don't think we're going to take that much damage here. And if Teferi soaks up 5, I'm okay with that. We really just want to, now that we've gotten Essence Extraction in the graveyard, we want to get to things like Torrential Gearhulk. Killing more creatures, gaining life, should make it pretty easy for us to stay in this game. Okay. Looks like they're going to do, a combination of a Lightning Strike and attack for 2. On to Teferi here, and we'll take 2 ourselves. Are they going to send both to Teferi? Oh no, wow. So they're lucky I didn't have any kind of removal there. Do we want this Disallow? I guess so. It lets us have Essence Extraction and Disallow this turn, so... We'll just pass here. They're still stuck on land, which I think makes this Disallow more valuable because they can only do so many things a turn, and if they play something like a Riddle Form, I think we will just want to counter it. Yeah. let's go black, black. And I guess we'll get rid of the mage. You know what? I think the lava runner, because if they have 2 spells, no, this have nothing. Wow. I just didn't want them to be able to double pump this out of extraction range. Alright, and we'll just disallow this. Just to use our mana. I think we can put that in the graveyard. I think we just want to flip. Oh, that's a great draw. So I think while they're tapped out, we're just going to Gearhulk, Essence Extract, and then just look to put the game away quickly. Okay. Graveyard. We're winning this race fairly easily, and we can just Glimmer on their turn. I don't think we're under a lot of pressure to use this Contempt. Alright, so I guess we'll just use it in response here to avoid taking 6. What's this on? 6. I guess we'll draw that just for safety. They're starting to hit lands now, but that's not great for them because, like, they need action now to try to beat us. And okay. So Scar Mage will make an okay blocker. It's a little annoying because they can shrink the Gearhulk incrementally with any burn spells they might have. And it does seem like they're playing Shocks and Lightning Strikes and okay. I'm missing a Glimmer here. And I think we want both. Graveyard, transform, draw for turn. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Teferi. Cool. Or at least they didn't make us play it out. So I think our deck, I liked the way our deck was situated there. I don't think it's worth removing anything to play something like Duress or... Yeah. I don't think we want any of those cards. Like, Duress seems like it would have some value to get some of the weird stuff out of their hand, like, but... I think as long as we can keep the board clear by maxing out on removal, it's not too bad of a matchup. Yeah, this is like blue-red Prowess Wizards. Or whatever that keyword is where it gets bigger. I think it's Prowess. So we'll be on the draw here, so they have a chance to, if they have a good hand, like overrun us. And it's certainly possible, like if we have a really slow draw, so we're looking for things like Fatal Pushes and Cast Downs and anything that will let us interact with the board early and cheaply. So we can get into that turn 5, 6, 7 in a pretty healthy state. They're in the tank here. Maybe they didn't just didn't sideboard because we didn't play anything game 1. And now they're bringing in their spell pierces and negates and stuff. That would make sense. It's also possible that they got disconnected or crashed. I guess we're going to find out soon enough. I never know, like, if it goes this long, if I should try to cancel out and... Oh, there we go. Looks like they were just taking a while sideboarding. Yeah, I think this hand is great. We have Fatal Push into Search into hopefully finding great stuff, so we don't have the lands coming to play tapped issue that we had last game. They kept their 7. Amazing. That's a great draw. Ooh, wow. They kept a 1-lander with an opt and missed. That's too bad. This could be a quick one. Oh, there they go. Riddle form. Library. I think we're going to play the Catacomb here. Nah, no, I think we're going to play the Farmland, and we're just going to like double Fatal Push this turn. I wonder what they kept if they're... I assume they have a bunch of low-cost spells. Like that seems like that's the deck. So I assume they're going to do something like play a 1 or 2 drop. Oh, here they go. So they're just going to shock us to animate the riddle form. Alright, so let's see if this works. Cool. Alright, so they shocked us for 2. Not a great exchange once the riddle form dies. I think we can graveyard this. We're looking for land. Alright, so then depending on what they do, we'll hope to cross our fingers and glimmer here, but we may have to use the Disallow. Although, nah, I mean, we have such diverse answers that more likely than not we'll just get to glimmer here. Yeah, like I'm no need to disallow that. We can just Fatal Push it next turn. Yeah, so let's Glimmer. Land and removal seems good to me. That's pretty expensive removal, so let's graveyard that. Cool. So let's just Fatal Push this now. Again, play around any kind of shenanigans they might have once they untap their islands. Soulscar Mage. It's fine. Adelies. So let's Essence Scatter Adelies. And we could potentially flip Azcanta here, but our opponent just flipped the table over instead. And I get it. They're pretty outmatched. They're playing a pretty budget deck, and yeah, we're not. We're playing to win. This is competitive constructed. So, alright, that's it for round 1. Similar to last set where we played kind of a non-real deck in the first round, but you know what? People get to spend their 1,000 gold however they want. So yeah, we'll be back with the next round.